Hello, and welcome back to Mr. Powers Teaches Algebra. It's good to be here. And I just wanted to go over with you one or two more parent functions for algebra. Anyway, first off, let's go ahead with your basic exponential function. Now we're just going to say b to the x. What I have here in front of me is your basic function we'll use as just a go-to, like 2 to the x or 3 to the x. Okay? If we look at the table, we got, right, 2 to the 0 is 1. So we got 0, 1. We can look at these. 2 to the 2 is 4. So you got 2, 4. Oh, 2 to the 1 is 2. Sorry. 2 to the 2 is 4. 2 to the 3 is 8. And so we get these points here. And that's basically it. We got this. And since I'm on the points here, what you'll notice is as we go negative, it gets closer and closer to 0, but it never, ever actually touches it. So if we look up here, as we get smaller and smaller, it becomes 1 over 2 cubed, which is 1/8. 1 over 2 to the 4th, which is 1/16. 1 over 2 to the 5th, 1/32. And it just keeps doing that. 1 over 2 to the 20th, I don't know what that is, super small, but it's still positive. And so it gets closer and closer to 0, but never touches it. And that's a feature with exponential functions, is we have this horizontal asymptote. The basic one, the one we're looking at, the horizontal asymptote is y equals 0. It's our x-axis. And then we also, if we take a look at, let's go ahead and hide these points. If we take a look at our b to the x, and we look at this graph. So let's say I had up there 2 to the x. Let's see if I can get 2 to the x. There we go. We got 2 to the x. We have this graph. We have our intercept here, 0, 1. And you'll see that intercept doesn't change. 4 to the x, 5 to the x. It's getting steeper, that's all. And it gets closer to 0 faster. But it's always going to have that point 0, 1, because anything to the 0 power is 1. So we got that. So this is a general idea of what it looks like. And if we get really fancy with it, we can go, of course, 1 to the x is silly. It's not going to be 1. If we go a little bit between 1 and 2, you see it gets a little wider, still going through here. As long as it's more than 1, it's going to have that shape. Once you get to 1 or past 1, then weird things start happening. For now, we're not going to worry about that. So that's our basic shape. If you go over here, it's, of course, a negative to a power you can't do, but between 0 and 1, it actually has the same effect as flipping over our y-axis. But we don't need to worry about that right now. For now, just notice that we got this exponential function, 2 to the x, or 3 to the x, or 4 to the x. They all look really similar. Just going to affect our how steep it is, and how quickly it gets close to 0. Okay, one more function I want to look at is our cube root function. So we got the cube root function here. F of x equals the cube root of x. And it is literally like the inverse of y equals x cubed. It is the inverse of it. Absolutely. So there's y equals x cubed. Let's go ahead and delete that. And so it is. It's the cubic function, but it's turned sideways. You can kind of think of it like that. Let's see. Yeah. So, or is it turned sideways? No, it's flipped over the y equals x. So it's not exactly turned sideways, but you get the idea. Okay, and so again, we have these basic points here. 0, 0. Cube root of 1 is 1. Cube root of 8 is 2. Cube root of -1 is -1. Cube root of -8 is -2. And we get this kind of a sideways cubic. All right? And that's what it looks like. F of x equals cube root of x. All right, so just a couple more functions we want to know. That's all. Thank you for watching. Until next time, enjoy doing math.